Hello, guys. How do you want, guys? We're back in another video today on um I made a couple new horror story videos. I made a couple of these beforehand. I have two horror stories I'm gonna read you guys today. These ones are basically my winter horror stories I made for you guys. And this is for Christmas time stuff. I haven't made any Christmas ones, but I made a couple of brand new winter horror stories. So I'm gonna read you both of those today, and I plan on making another one tomorrow. So I'll have two I'll tell you today, and I'll plan on making another one tomorrow or something to kind of have a couple horror stories for you guys. Um, Being that it's winter times, everything, so thought I'd find some ideas for winter time. So that's what I came up with. So here we go. I'm gonna tell you guys a couple of these horror stories, and hope y'all enjoy. Okay, the first one is called the burglar burglar. Well, excuse me. The burglar horror story. Wow. It was a cold winter night. We had heavy wind and was snowing really hard. As I was watching from my window, it was way too cold to go to do anything at this time. As time was passing through the night, about 9:30 p.m. at night, a man was walking up my driveway. He was pacing back and forth and came down the stairs to see what he was doing, or what he was doing in this weather, of how bad it was, of how bad it is, and why he'd be out at this in this weather. About a moment later, I got a knock at the door. It was it. I got a knock at the door. I was hesitant at first. Went to peek to see went to peek to see it. It was the man that was pacing back and forth from earlier. I opened the door to see what he wanted. He was tall and his he was tall and in he was tall and in his late 40s. The man said, "I need help with something." I said, "Okay." I shut the door to go put on my coat, and as I got back downstairs, I had this gut feeling that stopped me. I walked quietly to the door to peek the door. The man had his the man has had the man has his hand at my door, getting ready to let himself in, and a knife in the other hand. I stepped back quickly and quietly and got my phone out and called the police. As I was on the phone, they said they'll be there right away. Over soon as I looked at the door one last time, the man had disappeared, like he knew I called the police. As the police arrived, they started to investigate the house, didn't find anything. I don't know what the man was going to do, but he planned on breaking in, and who knows what he was going to do next. But I never know, but but I will always but I will always learn this. Well, holy cow. But I will never know, but I'll never know what he was planning to do. Excuse me, guys. This lesson will always teach me to be careful on who you let on to be careful on who you open the door to. This will be a fright I will never forget. Okay, that's one story I read. Sorry about that. Just trying to read that one spot there. The next one I have here is a sleepover winter horror story. My friends and I were going to have a sleepover. I invited them to come over with it snowing and a blizzard out right now. right now, and as bad as it was getting. My friends got to my house. We all hung out and watched some TV. I made hot cocoa for my friends. Later on, about 10 minutes later, the electricity went out. Electricity went out on us. It was dark. It was dark outside and snowing. Pretty hard and heavy. Pretty hard and heavy out. We sat and waited for it to come back on. We all got bored with no electricity on, and later on we seen a man walking on our driveway. We walked up. He walked up. He walked up to our window to see if anyone was inside. The house, the light, the house, the lights were out, of course, because of the electricity. He left our window and knocked on our door. We were all shocked he did that. We didn't answer. He knocked on it again. We did not answer. We sat and waited in silence, trying to figure out what he was going to do next. We all went to excuse me. We all went to the next room to stay out of the clear, and we heard another knock. Only this time it was at the window where he started before, trying to get our attention. He didn't move, trying to get our attention, which is really interesting because I'm not sure how possible it is he could have seen us with it being dark in the house. So our thoughts were just kind of really concerning at this point on what this man was going to do. And as we all sat around and waited and thought, we heard another knock at the window again. Only this time, he made a sound voice, and with a creepy voice saying, "I know you're inside." And that really kind of made us feel like a ton of bricks hit on our heads with that one. Um, we didn't move from the room we didn't move from the room we went to go hide in. I went to go get the phone. When I got the phone, the back door was opened. I was scared straight with my eyes wide open. I went to kind of check this notice or see if anything, but what frightened me was I know he's inside somewhere. And the fact that I forgot to close the door really kind of scares me for not locking the door when I should have. We all went to the basement to hide. I called the cops, told them everything that happened. The lady said we'll send them that way now. We sat and waited. We heard footsteps moving around inside the house. The man was probably scanning to see where we were, or where we are at. Then he found the basement door, trying to open it. It is locked, for him not to even think about trying to come in. Then he started trying to open it, but he was trying to open it aggressively, like yanking on the doorknob handle, everything, trying to do his hardest to get inside the basement. We then heard the police sirens coming. The man said, "Damn it, those kids." As the cops got there, they got the man in time. Went to check on us to see that we were okay. After that day, we don't know what that man was planning on to do. All we know is that it wasn't going to be good, and it was going to be pretty bad. But I do know one thing. I'm glad this night is over, but the thing is, this will be something that I will always remember. Okay, that's gonna be it for today's video. Those are the only two stories I had for you guys today. I want to make one more for you guys so I can have some Wonder Horror stories for you guys today. Post a comment section below if you guys like this video. Hit the like button, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit subscribe as always. And I'll see you next video. And goodbye.